What is going on, people? Took a little break from my 31 Days Hath October series for another review, and if you couldn't tell by the title, it's of this one, Breaking a Monster. This is actually was sent over to me by the people at RLJ Entertainment. Thank you very much. They sent me over this, sent me the movie over to review. First of all, it's directed and written by Luke Meyer. It's also written by Brad Turner. It stars Malcolm Brickhouse, Jarad Dawkins, Alec Atkins, among many others. Pretty much what this one is about. It's about a band of 13-year-old kids called Unlocking the Truth. And, they have a metal band. So, first of all, metal nowadays really isn't accepted. For the most part, it's not the biggest, kind of music out there now. But, the people that are in it are, diehard fans. So it's these young kids that started out as, listening to rap. And then the one kid said that he found metal through a anime cartoon, and then it just grew from there, and the three friends decided to make a band. And they did their own thing, and they had these dreams and aspirations of becoming something bigger. And now in the virtual days that we have now, where all you have to do is post a video on something and it could go viral like that. That's pretty much what happened. They were in the streets of New York, and they took their, equipment and drums and guitars and everything else, and they were playing in the streets of Brooklyn. Not in the streets, but, on the corner. And the video that they took, blew up. It's got millions of hits on YouTube, and I'm sure on Facebook and whatever. And pretty much what happens after that is their dream of becoming something big is actually coming to fruition, and they're getting signed by people. They have, people looking at them that they want them to join them on their songs and this and that, and they're going on tour. And it's just pretty much what this is. It's a documentary about how that works, and the trials and tribulations, not only for any band, but especially a band that are, formed with a bunch of kids. Again, they're all around 13 years old. And, when you're 13, when I was 13, I was definitely not ready for, touring and music videos and all this. All that is kind of what happens in this, documentary style movie, where you get the background of people getting, trying to sign them and going through vocal lessons, because some of them, the main guy, the guitarist slash singer, doesn't think he's good enough, so they go through vocal lessons, they go on tours, they're talking about relationships, how the one kid's girlfriend is going from the 8th grade to the 9th grade. So it's definitely a different, because, you see these documentaries and this stuff isn't getting talked about. They're young kids, they talk about, relationships and this and that and this. And it's definitely a cool thing to look at, especially seeing these young kids pursue their dream and getting to. Not everyone gets it. Not every, people put out videos all the time and don't reach this. I mean, nowadays it's a little bit easier and people do reach it, but not everyone does. And seeing, these young kids living their dream. I'm a metal fan myself, so I'm listening to some of this music and I'm like, for their age, it's really good. You hear these riffs, you hear, the songs that they're singing, the lyrics and everything. It's very impressive for such a young band. But I'm saying, definitely go ahead if you're into, not only documentaries, but if you're into metal, if you're into, behind the scenes kind of deal, if you're looking to make a band and, you could take something from these 13-year-old kids, I'd say definitely go ahead. This actually comes out October 11th. It is on digital. I know it's on iTunes. I'm pretty sure it's on different digital streaming. But the actual physical copy comes out on October 11th. So definitely go ahead, look out for that stuff. And again, if you're into documentaries, if you're into music documentaries or any documentaries, if you're into metal, if you're into, behind the scenes kind of stuff, this is definitely for you. And like I said, it's pretty cool seeing these young kids getting to live their dreams. So definitely go ahead, check out Making a Monster, Breaking a Monster. Um, and again, I'll leave all the links to everything I talked about in the bottom of this. And yeah, until next time, I'll see you.